Not afraid to go. Feeling kinda different every time I wake up and get out of my bed. Feeling kinda different. I think there's something wrong with my head. Feeling kinda strange. This kind of feeling happens every day, but I'm feeling kinda strange. Joe, go pick up the telephone. Don't call me if you don't want a problem. That's nothing that I can solve. Don't call me if you want a problem. It's not the way that I belong. Set the tone, set the tone. I set the tone. I set the tone. One, it's a loneliness number, but I don't feel so alone, 'cause I like my company plenty. This much I know. One might be the loneliest number, but I don't have a problem being alone. I love my company. You don't need to take me home. I set the tone, set the tone, set the tone.
Please make some noise for the band. Welcome, human beings. Excuse me if there's any aliens in here. Human beings. Human beings and aliens. Of all kinds. Jesus. I didn't mean that to be so topical. Really, everyone is welcome. Aliens and human beings alike. Anyway, that's not the point of this at all. I just wanted to announce this is a jam called Saturday. And I am usually your host, but not tonight. First of all, I want to give a big hand clap for our fearless leader, Olivia Kay. Can we get a hand clap for her? And I just want to give a really brief piece of context for this experience. For years now, I've been running this jam session in this restaurant for over 7 years now. I think about 8. And I've learned a lot of things by doing all improvised jam sessions. But one of the big ones I found was that the most mediocre man in the universe will feel very comfortable. Like, there's always this one guy I think of whenever I say this. Like, there's literally one guy I think of all the time. And he had so much confidence and no skill. It was crazy. His main thing is he was rapping. He didn't know how to rap. But he would just say Brownsville at the end of everything. And it kind of worked. He's from Brownsville, obviously. But he was like, in the place. Brownsville. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Browns, like and it's crazy. It's like, okay, and for the first 2 minutes, I was like, all right, this is kind of a vibe, and then he kept going, and going, and going, and going, and the most mediocre man in the universe will take all the time in the world, and then the most talented women I've ever met in my entire life will be like, oh, I don't want to take up room, I don't want to be on too long. I'm like, please, can you take some room from him? Can you take some of that room, please? And so I've been seeking a collaborator and a partner so that we can start doing something to start reshaping the way we interact in these environments. A lot of like, toxic masculinity, a lot of like aggression and bravado, and it doesn't provide the best musical spaces, both emotionally and like musically. A lot of my favorite nights is when we truly have balance and we really all feel comfortable to coexist in these spaces. So we try to do things with that intention in mind. So I don't want to take up any more space as per my last sentiment, but I want to, again, we got to give more love to Olivia for hosting and putting thought and all of her skills and abilities into this experience. Can we get a big hand clap for her? I also want to thank the amazing house band. I want to thank Sen. I want to thank Astrid. I want to thank Josiah. Give them a hand clap, please. And now, I hand over the reins. Oh, I do have to say one other thing, because I am the responsible party in this space. So if anything goes down, I want you to know that I am a support player here, and if you have a problem, I'll be here and available to help you with whatever you guys need, okay? Remember me, yellow hat, okay, yellow hat. Appreciate you so very much. Now, let's give it up for Olivia. Hey.
Wow, that is such an intro. I really appreciate that. Hi everyone, how are we doing? You guys good? So, one of the things that I think Zevin has been talking about is that we started including workshops into jam sessions, which a lot of people hate. Because they're like, let's get to the music. I don't need any of this. Like, I graduated from music school in 20, right? Whatever credentials that makes people feel like you don't have to. No one needs to tell them anything. And sometimes I wish people just played better for all of that. Like, yeah, let's like wrap it up. I'm like, babe, but like, there's so much about music culture that we learn from just being on the scene. We learn from being in music. We learn from standing next to people. We learn from doing different things that we assume everyone knows. And I'm just curious, a raise of hands. How many of you played in a musical ensemble of any kind before Saturday? Okay, amazing. How many of you played in a band, like a jazz band? Okay, got some jazzers, amazing. Okay, jazzers in the back, what's up? How many of you played in an orchestra? My hand.
Choir count?
Yeah, okay, I'll get you. Wait, how many of you have been in a choir? That's a specific thing too. So, how many of you have played in a drum circle?
How are you?
I have, you have too, you also have, amazing. Now, even just those different organizational structures for making music, many of you raised your hands for multiple of them. Tell me, are they the same? Like, of all the ones that you've been to, are they the same? Just give me a quick yes or no.
No.
Okay. I didn't think anyone said yes, but like, you know, I'm literally open to anything, so whatever. But the reality of it is every space comes with their expectations. And a live jam session is no different. But I also think that we don't talk about this a lot because we all learn it by just kind of like coming to a venue and being like, well, okay, I guess this is how it works. Like a lot of us kind of might try things, or some of us just wait. Everyone, wait. Give me a raise of hands if you're the person who comes to the club and you stand in the back, you calculate. Okay, we got the calculators. Okay, raise your hands if you're one of those like I'm in it, like I'm like ready to roll. That's me. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm ready to roll. Like I walk in, I don't know nobody. I'm like hit the dance floor. Like everyone's like it's very you're in there. I feel like you'd be in there.
I'm a watch first, and then I'll be like, I ain't safe to shake ass. You gotta see the vibes. Exactly.
I learned that eventually. Initially, I did not. Initially, I was just like, Bob, you know what you're here to see. And I was like, I do not know this girl. Like, that's crazy. And it, you know, but each of us, we all have our different approaches. for group spaces, how we do things. And something I've been saying for the last year, because we're celebrating basically a year of Women's Gym at this point. It's like amazing. So one of the things I think a lot about is this power dynamic, right? Part of what we talk about in Women's Gym all the time is breaking the system and rebuilding, right? But if I'm breaking the system and rebuilding, what am I rebuilding and why am I breaking it in the first place? And I think a lot of people, please, anyone, raise your hand, tell me, is there something, a reason, like a personal grievance you have with jams in general? Anybody?
A personal reason?
Oh, yeah, like a grievance. Do you have an issue with jams? How your experience has been in them? Sorry, hand. Yes, talk.
I feel like so many people are more interested in what they're doing than what the music sounds like.
Ooh, people more interested in what they're doing than what the music sounds like. Preach. Yes.
I went to one jam and I think it was very cliquey. So the house band and the curator of the jam were very, very close. And they were focused on what they were doing, and everybody in the crowd was just kind of like, we don't know where to jump in here, because they weren't really reading the room. It was more so they were focused on what they were doing. So
Right.
yeah.
So some jam sessions are like clubs where we just happen to be watching them.
Yeah.
And sometimes if we're lucky, we get in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I feel like I've been to a lot of jams that feel very dehumanizing.
Oh, wow.
You looked at it as a person first. You're looked at as like I know the difference between someone who's seen me play and recognized me as a talent versus somebody who hasn't and like doesn't even like register my humanity. And still I've proven to them I'm like, oh yeah, you're verified, you know, your skills. So it's
Right.
yeah.
Like you're not a person until you show me your proof of merit.
It's giving New Blue just a little bit.
Ooh, did you say New Blue?
Just a little bit. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Producer Monday. I'm sorry.
No,
Producer.
I'm calling him out. Point him out. Point him out. Sorry, I'm not here to.
Someone has
Producer-
Ray right now.
Right. Producer
Ray
Mondays.
Angry, where are you?
Producer
I love
Mondays
you.
is a great jam, and I
No,
don't
no,
want to
no. But I think what's important is to consider, and I'm not like, the point is every jam has their own complaints. Like we've had people say, well, I don't know, like, you know, like you guys let too many people on, or like you're not, you know, whatever the different, everyone has an opinion of how they think a session should sound and what it should look like. And, you know, I think that's a great point of not being seen. People, like, there is that sense of people being like, well, are you good enough to talk to me? Because until you prove that, I'm not, like, you know, all these people in the sea of people, and then it's like, oh, but you, I need to talk to you. That kind of like networky, you know, there are greater people among us type of vibes, superhero syndrome we're looking for. And these are all a part of the conversation. Now, I'm gonna as an organizer, I want to talk about a thing about power dynamics, and I think because for women specifically, this comes up all the time, right? Like, and I think we talk about power, and I think a woman's experience in the world on a day-to-day basis, the average woman, especially I'm gonna speak as someone who grew up in New York City. On an average day, I had people follow me, people do just like crazy things, and I'm like, oh, this is life, that's what it's like, you know. And I think many women, we live with the trauma and the understanding, and then there are people in our communities who are even more at risk, you know, your race, your gender appearance, etc., where we live in fear every day for showing up. And we have a, like, I don't know, if raise of hands, if when you walk in the room you calculate, like, where am I safe? I'm raising for me. And, you know, like, you know, especially now, obviously, maybe not in a room like this, but if I go out on the street, I'm definitely like, and I don't think that men don't do that in their own way, but it's a different experience. Now, why is that relevant? Why does that matter in a jam session? We talk about wanting a jam session to be kind of a space that's collaborative. But not all collaborations are equal, and not all spaces on the bandstand are equal. So I'm curious what you guys, who do you think in the room, you know, when a band is playing, who do you think has the most power? Bass and drums.
Really, really good.
Who? The person that plays really good?
Person who's
Okay, so the bassist, who?
Oh, you're saying
the one that holds it down.
The person that holds it down. The person that holds it down. Yes. Any other?
Go rhythm section.
Rhythm section. Do any other
Singers.
singers?
They control the vibe.
They control the vibe.
direction.
Zavin specifically. Okay. I'm gonna take that as the organizer of an event. So it's like Zavin as the stand-in for an organizer of an event. Certainly. And I lay in my bed today, and I actually thought this, and I said, I bet you no one's gonna say this, because I think the people with the most control in the room is actually
The audience.
the audience. Yes.
Touche.
Because if we're playing and y'all leave, right? Like we don't have a show anymore. Like nobody thinks about that, but like people don't do that the way they used to. But like there are stories like operas and ballets, like the Rite of Spring. People just got up and left. Like
Rite of Spring is
I'm boycotting this.
That's a
Like
great
they
song.
rioted about it, to be clear, right? But then of course the venue owner and the dance and the choreographer is like, should we put this on again? Like I don't know, right? So there are a lot of power dynamics that are happening at any time, right? There's the power between, obviously, if the audience really likes the singer, then whoever the audience really likes is going to get, and people will accept that they take more time or more space, right? If you raise your hands, anyone who plays professionally in a band, like plays in a band setting with people. Anyone? Folks? Yeah, I've got a few folks. Yeah, or even let's say you play casually in bands. Anybody? Cool, right? In my line of work, sometimes the person with the most power is the person who writes the check, right? Like for me, right? Because I'm on the stand, I'm like, I might not like this song. I might not even like the way I'm singing it. I may even complain. I might be like, I can't hear myself. Person's like, well, this is working for me. And I'm like, okay, it's working for you. Now I have a choice. I can walk away. But like, am I going to? Like, because this man's talking to me. This man's talking to me. Like, girl, you better stand there. You better stand there and sing that song. I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. I may not like it. I may make other choices. But I'm interested in the context of, especially a woman-led jam, a woman-centered jam. We already come into a space with a preconceived notion about who has power. And one of my biggest challenges as an organizer and as someone who hosts events is sometimes getting other folks to assume their power. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm saying? Give me a snap if you know what I'm talking. Okay. If you don't know, then it's cool. I think you could have just been silent. Like I'm just checking it. Right. So what I'm saying is like, okay, and you may see this tonight even for people who aren't in the room, but if I don't prime the situation, if I'm like, okay everyone, it's okay to make mistakes, and I don't go up to somebody that you're getting on the mic, they're not getting on the mic. Like there's a way in which we as women sometimes victimize ourselves, as in we go, I don't think anybody wants to hear what I have to say, or I have a negative experience, which is very valid. Maybe I have been shut down in the past. Now, I'm not saying that this doesn't happen for men, but I see this time and time again with women's spaces where I'm like, hey, like, come to the, like, you have the power, okay, you can come, like, you can do, like, you're free to make mistakes, you're free to do something, right? But at the same time, I'm asking myself the balance of power in any given space when I walk into a room. Now, I think somebody said, I can't remember who said it, but like people, one of their pet peeves is people coming in wanting to play about themselves and not really listening to other people, right? Part of that is not knowing, it was Milo. I was like, someone was right here, and I'm like, they're not there anymore. Okay, that's my fault, I'm sorry. But I'm interested, because I'm interested, and we're gonna do we're gonna like play some music together. We're gonna have volunteers, folks, especially women, STEM, non-binary folks, I want you to get on. But I want us to try out leadership as a player. Now, what do you guys think is a good leader? Like, who leads, like for example, if you're in an orchestra, the leader is who? The conductor.
The one who can count
Yeah, the one who counts out, the conductor. But also people forget, in orchestras there are first chair, right? They're the people who lead the section, right? But also like, I used to play violin in middle school. And one of the worst things is if you really care about what you're playing and your seatmate, because there's two of you, does not give a fuck. Have you ever been there? Like, it's like a bad group member where they're just like, I am not committed to this in any way, shape, or form. I will not learn the parts. I will not turn the page. I will not, I'm just not gonna do anything to make this a pleasurable experience for anyone, because this is my silent protest that I don't want to be here. Whether it's I don't like the music, or I don't like violin and my mom is forcing me, whatever it is for these folks. People have ways of, and I'm asking us all to ask ourselves, even when you are not, quote, the leader, if you're not the drummer or the singer or whatever instrument you think in your mind when you think someone who's leading, what are you doing when you're on stage? Because there are different, again, like kind of how we talked about, there are people who kind of like are like, trying to see what's happening. Trying to see what's happening. You know, like, you know those people who just kind of are watching the scenes, so they're like, okay, I'm keeping it simple. That can be really helpful. That's a way of leading. And it's a way of leading to be steady. I think you said it, the person who holds it down. People tend to think of the bass player as the person holding it down. But I'm sorry, if you're not holding it down as a guitarist, please go home. I don't want that. Like, I don't need you to not hold it down neither. No, not you. You know, I love you guys. Okay. You were amazing. You amazing. However, like, you know, there are certain roles. There are certain roles that don't think they have to ever be consistent. They don't have to lock in. They're like singers. We are guilty. We be like, and they're like going to another section, and we're like having our whole thing, like, you know, and there's the way that I see it, it's a beautiful balance. It's actually, it's not a tug of war that I'm asking for. What I'm asking for, it's almost like passing the ball or pass the potato. Remember that game? Do you know pass the potato?
Hot potato.
Hot potato, I forgot what it was called. You know what I was talking about. You knew what I meant. Right? But if we were passing the potato of leadership, okay? I want you to pass the potato of leadership, okay? Somebody pass that potato, goddammit. You know what I mean? Hey! But your attention, your focus, your intentionality when you play is the potato of
Leadership! Yes! Yes!
You'll never forget this. Like, to be clear, you're gonna get on every dance day for the rest of your life. Holding the potato of leadership, okay? Like, you're gonna hold it. I'm gonna make mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Waffle cut. Look, French fries, right? You know what I'm saying? Potatoes are so versatile.
Yes, they are.
And I really love that about them. So let you be as versatile as a potato. You know what I'm saying?
Potato salad.
Potatoes, right? You could be potato salad.
Okay. Well, you said it first, so.
So, I mean, technically, you know, there's drinks made of potatoes. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far. I'm just think about it.
And sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. See, now everyone's in their bag about their favorite potato, and I love that. Taro. Okay. So, I'm glad. See, the key is now you're laughing, which means you're never going to forget. You will be passing that potato for the rest of your life. But when we're together, right, the potato of leadership is always being passed.
Exactly.
We're always leading. And I think sometimes we forget this. And we forget that even being in the audience is a form of leadership. Because if you're talking very loud, you're controlling the space. Are you not? Like, we're all, if this metaphor is like, the potato is as big as this room. We're all holding this potato up like a finger. It's a crazy metaphor. Just everybody put one finger up. We're holding this potato together. Hold it. Hold up that potato. Hold that potato. Hold that potato. Yes. Hold that potato. Yes. She put a whole hand up. That's right. She's like, I'm holding this potato with a whole hand. But it's so light. If we each own our little piece, we only have to hold up a finger. See what I'm saying? What happens on these band stands, you got people trying to hold, one person holding up a hand, somebody on the floor. I need you to all hold up one finger.
Hallelujah!
The bassist is tired. Do you understand? The bassist said, guitar, please lock in with me. Hold the potato.
Collaboration.
with your one finger. Collaborate with me. Baby, look at me. Baby, look at me. Look at me. For the rest of my life, I'm just gonna look at me. And you'll know exactly what I meant. You know exactly what I meant. Look at me and hold that one. And if you and I each put our finger up, that potato will be held. That's it. And so fun fact, this is what happens every workshop. We do this, we have this really incredible conversation. We're gonna get people on, they're gonna play. And then hundreds of people who never heard this conversation are gonna do what they always do. Right? That's the thing. Like, when I say build this new world, like building a new structure, it's brick by brick because every person has to know about the potato. Like, every person has to convey that. And so, you know, obviously, this conversation is going to be on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hi, hope you guys are good. Yeah, we stream this on YouTube. So, like, you can look back at this if you ever want to think about this conversation ever again. But also, I try to carry this in my being as an organizer, as a performer. It's very easy for me to overpower a room. I've done it all my life because I'm super interested. I'm super interested. I'm mentally decently stable, but very interested. And like, you know what I mean? Because I was like, I'm not gonna claim instability, but you know, like, people are interesting when they're a little off. Like, I'm a little off. Like you know, I just say something and it's like, you know, I was running my vocal lesson and they're in a recording and Zavin heard the recording. And at one point my teacher said, you know, you're the third student I have who can only use one arm. And I just in the back and go, man, you know, between the three of us, that's 3 arms. He was like, that's the weirdest, why would you say that? Like, and my voice teacher did not listen. She did not miss a beat. She did not engage with anything I said. Like I said, I'm a little off. But it's interesting. And there's a way that many of us in the worlds we come from, are a little off. We're used to overpowering spaces with all of our neuroses and all of our insecurities and all this other stuff. But I'm only asking you to put one finger of attention into holding the potato. She did it! She locked it! She locked right in. That was incredible. That's what I'm talking about. And so I'm hoping we can try this and maybe even like moving potato energy between different people, right? Because I think the drum and bass conversation is a very valid one, but it's also a lazy one. I think a lot of us, it's not your fault, I'm not calling anyone. It's just that we get these systems, this is how systems happen. People calcify because they did one thing that worked one time and then they never change it. Which is also why women aren't in the room. Because men did a thing one time and they were like, this works, I don't know. Girls can't play. like, I'm like, what? Have you, like, Louis Armstrong's wife? Like you go down the list of Cab Calloway's sister taught him. And then he became the more famous sibling. But she taught him like the song and dance jazz because he was the baby sibling. Mozart's sister was low-key more famous than him at the time. Yeah, or Clara Schumann. We can do this all day, right? Because if you think that there was a talented boy in the family, you think there wasn't a talented girl in the family, like, what are we talking about? Like, just reasonable thinking, just logic, just basic logic. You think creativity only goes certain genders at certain times? Like,
yeah.
Who was inventing the most music? Who is the songwriter inventing the most music right now? You don't even know. It's your mom, because she had to shut you up when you were crying. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people think about this. Women are making music all the time. You're crying, just like, baby, don't cry, baby, don't cry.
Yeah.
Your mom is she doesn't say she's a songwriter. She doesn't say she's a singer. Okay? You think creativity? Okay, I'm trying to talk to you. Just hold that potato. Everybody hold that potato one more time. Yeah, that's all that is.
Can we keep that throughout the night?
Yeah.
If we ever lose.
Yeah.
If we lose focus, we're gonna hold that potato. Hold the potato. You got it. You so locked in. Yeah. It's friends. So thank you. Thank you for taking me my little off conversation with you. This is my mission. This is one of my biggest missions as a person on this earth, is to expand the possibility of creativity for all people and to rebalance the scale. The scale has not known balance in a very long time. You know, and I'm not interested in tipping the scale the other way either. I'm not interested in that. It's only women here, there's no men. We never want to see a man again. I just want us all to hold up the potato. I don't want the men holding the potato like this or the women. I want us all to have one finger. Okay, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Thank you so much. One potato. One potato. One potato. Everyone on three. 1, 2, 3. One potato. All right, that's. Yes, I love it. My family does a thing where they my family's like a cheer where they're like 1 tiger, 2 tiger, 3 tiger. But now I've switched that with potato. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. I'm gonna tell my family that's gonna go crazy. Not everyone playing. It's like yeah, 2 potato, 3 potato. Okay. So I'm gonna need someone to come on keys. We have time for 2 groups. So to be clear, this first group, I would love to have women who don't normally play instruments in public. She dances, she said, one potato girl, just put up one finger. So I would love for folks who don't normally play an instrument to get on an instrument. Or even if you brought an instrument, to be clear, like let's say you play guitar and you brought your guitar but you don't normally play in public. That's cool. Like I would love for us to just get playing in our bones. Just getting a little playing in your bones. So let me see. Who wanna play? What do you be playing? You play something? You sing, okay, we got you. Wait, do you play anything else? Do you wanna play anything else? Do you want to? No drums? You don't wanna play drums? Okay, that's not the same question. I said, do you want to play drums? And you said, I've never played drums. Do you see how those are not connected? And that is also not connected. Do you want to play drums? Okay. She's like, none of those things are connected. Like, I've never played the drums. I don't know how. I didn't ask you that. There you go. There we go. Yeah, something to hit. There you go. I invite everyone that as we're playing together, like, where can you put your potato in focus? Where can you hold up the potato today? So please, I welcome. Do you want to play? You play keys, don't you?
I did this.
You did that time.
I did that time. But I don't know how to play that.
I mean, you can, but I'm not asking for you to be perfect. Amazing, let's go. She's playing keys. You're gonna come, and if you can support her a little bit, basically, we're just gonna keep it so simple. We're gonna keep it so simple. You only need 1 finger potato. You see what I'm saying? 1 potato. 1 potato. Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna keep this for the rest of my life. We're gonna have shirts, just like the potato, what? Okay, right? I love it. Yes, come now. This one I want beginners. We got beginners. You're not a beginner, are you? Are you a beginner? Come through. Okay. I want you in something. I'm gonna call you the next one. We have 2 groups. We have time. Okay, that should play. Yes, that should play. Yeah, that should play. Right. All right. Do you want drums? You look so concerned. She's like, please don't do that to me. Come play drums for a second. You don't have to play the whole drum. We're going to have you just join a little bit. Just take 1 potato finger. You understand? You just need 1 stick. Yeah, 1 stick. Come. We learn by making it simple. 1 potato. Like I'm not asking you to play a whole kid set. Like I can't do that either. But I can hit 1 time. Yes. Join. Yeah. Yes. Look, she go. Look, now she's smiling. She's so happy. I love that. She really doing it. She is doing it, isn't she? You better work. Okay. Now, who want to talk real quick? Who want to talk to somebody? Who? You be talking? You get on the microphone at all? Microphone? Yeah. Tell me your name. Aisha, like life. Yeah, okay. Life. Let me go. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna do this out. We gonna chill for a second. Take a second. Does anyone want to play bass? Bass. I'm next to you. Were like, yeah. I'm like, Rihanna, I know you. I love you so much. Do you? Hey, come look at the bass. Come look at the bass. Oh, you. Our bass is over there. I think it should be right there. Yeah. Come. We're gonna make it so simple. You're killing it. Yes. One potato. One potato. One potato. One potato. One potato. One potato. One. I said, oh, one potato. One potato. So you like it? Okay, is it too small? It's okay, right? Okay, we're gonna show you. We're giving you already. You got it, bro. Cool, nice. Okay, all right. It's a little baby guitar. It's a baby thing. Hey, look, she look cute right now. I respect. Yes. Yeah, we know about you. You're almost there. Okay. Hey. Yes, look at that boy. Actually, you can sing. Oh, you can sing. You can sing anything you want. Yes. All right. I hear this too. Okay, I love this. Can we bring down the volume a teeny? Yeah, nice. So here's the thing, right? It does not matter how beginner you are or how expert you are. We can take any of these concepts and learn, right? And we can apply them. So I want us to, what I would like us to try is what happens if, okay, like so you see Mads, she's kind of holding the potato with like two fingers. Do you know what I mean? So we're gonna let her hold that. So in a way, what would you do to give her a little bit more of the potato, a little bit more of the focus, the leadership? See? So we got a little quieter, right? The drums are a little okay. Okay, and the bass is like, I'm gonna chill for a sec and then come in every now and then. That's great. That's a great tactic. That's fantastic. Yes, and she went a little longer. Tell me your name, I'm sorry. Selah? Selah. It's great, thank you. It's like biblical, huh? It's in the Bible, Selah. Yeah, it's like at the end of the verses randomly. I love it. You love it. Amazing. So we've given a little more space. We've given more potato focus to Mads. Now what happens? Tell me your name, darling. I'm so sorry. Zora, like Neil Hurston. Yeah. Let's go. Yes, we love this. Everyone's got great names here. It's like very good. What if we're giving? Let's give the potato two fingers potato to Zora. What happens? What are we gonna do? It's kind of out. Okay, but now you discover that. Yeah. We're gonna tune real quick. Yes, and you kept supporting. You were like, oh, okay, hold on, she's figuring it out. I'm gonna keep my potato finger up. Thank you. The potato is still up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the energy's still there. And if you have some more potato, what does that mean for you as a player? What are you gonna add stuff? So what I mean is we're gonna add a little more focus to you. Right now you're leading. If you're leading, what do you do? What's the difference? Okay, I have some. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know. Oh, we're getting a little. Okay, there's a little. Okay, that's me. I think I'm the problem here. Sorry, No. It's not. I think it's my mic. Hold on. Turn it on. Okay, amazing. So it might be there's a little guitar thing happening. Yeah, but there's a couple things going on at the same time. All right, we're figuring it out. Amazing. So Zora, what I'm testing out, you're doing a great job. What we're testing out is what happens if you're now leading. If I told you you're leading this group, right? And you're on guitar, what are some options? Okay, you've got an option. You could take a solo. You could be like, oh, I'm gonna do a little line, do 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 do, or whatever. You could do something like that. Yeah, or you can play a little louder. You can do volume. That's another way to like lead a little bit. Change the rhythm. That's one of my big ones as a guitarist. So try one of them. Try any of those. What would you do after in this situation to kind of support what's happening here? Yeah. Oh yeah, Ash is back. Keep going. Guys, do you notice what happened? Like the focus is different. Zora is leading. Zora has a potato with 2 fingers. Amazing. Oh yeah, feel free to take a seat. Thank you, that was great. Keep going. Wait. Oh, she was like, I'm tired. I've done enough. It's cool. Thank you. Give her a round. Yeah. Ooh, I think there's something happening. Woo! Happening. Okay, amazing. Yeah, let's take a moment. What happens if we give Selah a moment? Do you think? Do what you're doing. So Selah's got the potato. Yeah, I love that. Yes, word. Yeah. See, now we're so zoomed in. Now Selah's leading. Selah doesn't have to. Selah knows 2 notes right now. Selah can lead. If we let her, if we let the potato, like we're still holding up our part so that Selah can show up with a little more attention. See, we can do a little, like we can gather around her, we can support her and make it easier for her to be the leader, right? Because actually being a great follower is helping the leader lead. I actually think about it, and it's important to be able to follow sometimes. To lead and follow, to follow as a leader. Meaning, I know that I'm leading support now. She's leading front Alright, okay, cool. Then we can keep holding her down. And for those of you who are more experienced players, I invite you to do what's happening right now. Because there are many times where we play this game like I need to show everybody every note that ever happened, that's ever existed on the face of planet Earth. And I think we miss moments like this. Woo! Yes, give it a round for moments like this. Yes, give it a round for saying that. Woo! Yes. Okay, let's get. My girl, tell me your. She said no. Don't call on me. No, you're doing it, girl. She's like, I can't. She's like, I gotta lock in. I got you. Yes. So now we're giving the potato over here to the drums. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's improvisation. You did it. You won. You won the improvisation. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And look, a support. See that? Like we show up supporting in different ways. We can support the drummer by playing percussion in a way that doesn't fight with the drummer. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Now is not the time for your cowbell solo. Ooh. Although you might do a king, 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 king. Amazing. Beautiful. And now, something that we're used to, which is the singer being the focus, being the potato holder, the main potato holder, the leader. So let's give it a chance. Aisha, let's go. You can check in, you can look around and see, but don't assume that you're holding the potato too long, okay? So hold the potato some more, hold it a little more. You got it.
Make that face.
was amazing. Selah on bass. Tell me your Jen on drums. We had Matt on keys, Aisha on vocals, Zora on guitar. Thank you. Okay, we have time to do the potato game. Yes.
Can I make one?
Oh, please.
Something I noticed.
Oh, please.
I feel like I noticed, or another strategy, I
Yeah.
noticed like just mirroring exactly what the, like if we're saying this person the focus of the attention, like see if I can like be it either rhythmically or melodically in line. Like don't try to do something else, like just try to tap in and reinforce.
Oh, that's such a major key for those of you. I don't know if you can hear him, but you know that's such a. I was just talking about this a couple of days ago. People do not appreciate the power of unison. Everyone thinks, oh, I gotta do a harmony because that like makes it sound good, which is totally. I'm not. That's totally true. But I also am like, you don't have to do a harmony. Actually, unison, like you know, I was talking to my friend. He's a bass player. He was like, oh man, like I don't know if I can really do harmonies. But he's like, I feel like I'm stepping on the toes of the singer because I'm doing the same part. I'm like, right, but that makes that part louder. That actually puts it in the front. So like in a chorus, sometimes, especially with those big rock songs and stuff, you'll have everyone singing the same. That's called a gang vocal. That's right. We can all do a gang vocal. That's the only gang I'm trying to join. Right? It's just a gang of vocalists, like just running around, just like singing the same part. Right? Just pop up like, what you want? Anyway, but the point being, please, I think that was such a well said point, which is to be in unison as a player, either playing the same notes as the person that's being focused, who has the particular, or also mirroring the rhythm. We all can do something. We can do rhythms. Everybody should start. That's singing the song, whatever. And then clap. I could join her, right? And then that's a great way to. Suddenly we've created a whole nother way to support. Thank you. That was so awesome, y'all. Give him a round for the master. He knows what he's talking about. He's only been running his jam 8 years. He must know something. Bless. Okay, we're gonna do a second group. In our second group, folks who are more accustomed to playing. Ladies, femmes, non-binary folk to the front, please. You're gonna get a mic. You wanted to do that? You told me that before. Now's your turn. She's like, oh, yeah, you play keys. You play keys. You play the keys. Yes, and yes, on drums. Hey, yeah, come on in, come here. What do you play? I don't know. What do you mean? Well, she's playing keys. What? You want? Oh, you want? Yeah, perfect. Well, oh, I guess I could play the bass. I can play the bass. I can play the bass in this scenario. And you can
I can play drums. I can play that.
That's true. Good point. A solid point. Any bass, ladies, bass. Do you play bass? You play guitar. You could. Come on. All right, we got it. Come on, Zara. Zara's getting two rolls. Let's go. Thank you. I thank you. Never.
Do crazy things on
Anybody see the video of the Krusty Krab pizza song, but like gospel? It sounds so fucking. It's so good. Oh, I have to send it to you. Yeah. I have to send it to you. I have to send it to you. I have to send it to you. You love it. You'll be like, you will make you want to eat Krusty Krab pizza. You have to. It's so good.
Okay.
It's stuck in my
I
head
think
all
we're
the
ready. I think
time.
we have all the players. Who wants to start?
Woo!
Yep. Go off, Zara.
Okay.
So who has the potato right now? Does anyone, what do we think? Face has a potato. Ooh, what I said, yeah, I do. Yes. Okay, let's work. Let's work. I like you on bass, or you should play bass more. If you're not doing that already. Yeah. Like you might already be doing it, but you should. Ooh. I love this class. Yes. Yeah. Woo. So I'm actually gonna, because y'all are more adept folks, I'm actually gonna let y'all decide who to give the potato to. And you're gonna have, now you can decide that in any way. You can talk to each other. You can not talk to each other. I don't advocate one way or another. You can do whatever you want. But I would like that through this cycle that every person holds the potato once. Do we understand that? Is that cool? Is that clear to go? Okay. Potato. And where's the lovely, yes. Yes. Amulia, the lovely Amulia will be on vocals. So, everyone give a round for the adept.
I've been here before. I've been here before. So if I was different, I've been here before. I'll be down if I make the same mistake twice. So I'll be down if I make the same
Y'all, that was killing. That was so killing. Everyone's so hyped. I love it. The choir was like, yes, yes, yes. Touchdown. We scored a touchdown with our voices. So I'm curious because for those of you like, were you guys clear? No. It's valid. Sorry. It's cool.
A sound.
¿Dónde está el teléfono? No, es tuyo. Bueno. Well, as it continues to gently make sound. Speak life into. Speak life. I love that. So I wanted to ask y'all who were playing, what did you guys do to give y'all folks? I would say you guys, right? Y'all folks. What did the folks do to pass the potato? How did you pass it? Did you all know when you were passing it? Were you clear? Were you agreeing? Like, talk to me about what that was like just now.
It was just. I tried to make sure to look at everybody to see what was going on. If there was a vibe happening with like one specific person, or they were getting intense in their specific area, and I take that as a moment to like lay back on what I'm doing, to like let what they're doing happen.
Can I follow a question? How did you decide when you were going to show up and be like, I'm the one laying it down and y'all lay back? Because I think that's something we all know. We all be like, yeah, lay back, but like, when do we actually come forward?
Typically in my brain, it's like either when something is happening for a very long time, then I'll be like, okay, what can I do to switch it up?
Okay.
It doesn't have to necessarily be something like huge, but since I'm usually a bass player,
Right.
if I switch up something, then everybody's like, oh,
Right.
you know, something is going on.
Whoa.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes, and I think it's just as important that when you are holding the potato, know when to, like, to spot that moment. Like, oh, like, I'm taking the potato. Some people will go like me, like let you know. Sometimes, right? Please, anyone else on the team? Anything you want to say?
Like knowing when they're in the space and recognizing more when
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and that's when like the magic happens.
Listen, one potato at a time, we're going to change the world. I love that. And I'm just going to say, just so that everyone else understands, from my perspective, my role as an organizer and jam leader is to do as little as possible, actually. Like, I am just making sure, like, for example, y'all were playing, and I'm watching people in the back, like, kind of get really jazzed about something, but I couldn't hear it from where I was, and I was like, something's happening. And I was like, oh, I think they're doing a thing. And I was like, okay. So my job sometimes is that I can spot the things that everyone else may not spot because I'm not playing. Right? Which is why I try, like, it's funny because, like, as much as I love to perform, these jam sessions for me are actually an opportunity to really develop listening. I have never been better at listening in my mother fucking life. Like, are you kidding me? I thought I was listening before. I did not know what I was talking about. It's so different. And I invite everyone here, because anyone can do this. Listen for the totality of the music. And ask yourself where, and so it's harder to do when you're playing, but if you do when you're playing, it is absolutely possible. And one of my favorite things is when people are listening and they kind of find each other. So sometimes, like, I love this happens a lot, like horn sections. They'll be like, oh, we got a thing. Right, and then and sometimes the vocalists will come on board, and now we have this whole incredible section that's just this melody that the horn line came up with, and then the vocalist tuned into, and now we've created a whole new section, and then I can be like, everyone shut up, moment, and then we're back in, and so I invite you all in every place you go, in every song you hear, even in music, people do that, producers do that. They make things quieter and louder in different places. There's a whole science to that I'm not going to go into. But when you let your ear also hold the potato, right? You let your ear hold the potato. Put that potato on your ear. Okay. When you're ready, come on, hold Hold it. Okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold it. Sorry. If you start to expand your awareness of the potato, just the awareness of attention and focus, we can make, as she said, magic happen. So everyone, please give a round for everyone here who played. Yes. We are we're about to start. Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're about to start with a word from our sponsors.
No, yeah. No.
Sure. Anyway, yeah. Hand clap for Olivia K. Come on, give it up. Give it up for these wonderful artists. Thank you very much. Yeah, just I'm like the RA in the situation. I'm just making sure we're all good, we're all safe here. No one likes me now. That's great. I got him. And that's how we ended up here, right? Okay, all right. I'll find a better analogy later. Anyway, the point is, just a few couple things. If we can reserve this area for like horn players, if we can reserve this space, if you're just hanging out, try and hang out on this side. This is like, though it does not appear that way, it's like a stage. And that also gives you a little bit more room if you don't mind like getting more on the stage. And then I also, because we are also recording, we want everyone's beautiful faces to be seen, so that so it's not just the back of our heads. Yeah. Okay, great. Back to you. Tell us what to do.
And back to me.
Let me tell you something, as the eldest cousin in my family, I've been wanting to tell people what to do my entire life. So this is great, we're all here again. I'm like, I was the eldest girl of like a bunch of boys. I was like, no, you guys don't know what's happening. I'm gonna tell you what to do. So we're locked in. Am I locked in? Yes, babe, sorry, being late. Yes, house band, rejoin us. Rejoin house band.
Wear it shortest in front.
Oh, if I am. Okay, perfect. Okay, hold on. Let me fix my hair before I go inside.
I'm shorter than you.
Just gets in the way.
Hey, what's my name? Baby, how you feeling?
I just can't see. I've been eating my hair. Yeah, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Long hair people, y'all know what. Yes, exactly. Do that. Let's get yes. Do what you're doing. Keep doing that. Playing. Yeah, playing.
It's your birthday? Wait, today?
Raise your hand if you've never been here before.
Stream, y'all. Thank you for tuning into the workshop.
I should always know, babe. This is your first time.